Someone who's been leading the charge for a Royal Commission, particularly into the building industry, is Wilhelm Harnisch. He is the head of the Master Builders Association and joins me now.
Good afternoon, David.
Welcome. Are you satisfied with what you've just heard?
Look, we very much welcome the Prime Minister's announcement of the Royal Commission. I think it's the recent evidence gives cause and justification for that, and for the very reason you just outlined, David, why we need a Royal Commission, because of the culture of intimidation and just fear. It's important that we have a Royal Commission where people are protected when they give evidence, where they are forced to give evidence, and where people simply aren't bullied by unions to stop giving evidence.
Now, this is the key difference, isn't it? You believe witnesses have been afraid to go to police, but they won't be afraid to go to a Royal Commission?
Well, I doubt some of them will be afraid, but I think, as the Deputy Commissioner both in Victoria and New South Wales have said, the Police Commissioner have said, is that it's very hard to gather evidence. People are scared into not giving evidence.
Are you talking about workers or employers?
Both, employers and workers. And this is where the ABCC powers was very important, because both employers and workers were compelled to give evidence.
Why are employers afraid to give evidence about these issues that you say have been around for some time?
Look, it's about the fear, coercion, intimidation. It is the payback, the fear of the payback, and they're very concerned about the impact it has on the successful completion of the contract they have on hand. They know they are facing a liquidated damages if they don't finish on time, and unfortunately, as the Coal Royal Commission has found, commercial builders make a commercial decision to give in to unions because it is cheaper to do that than face expensive liquidated damages.
Now, the Prime Minister acknowledged there that it does take two sides for a corruption problem to be created. What do employers have to fear from this?
Employers have nothing to fear from this. Can I say this, David? Employers don't initiate these bribes. These employers don't initiate this unlawful behaviour.
But some of them may be paying these bribes.
But they may well indeed. But let me tell you, they don't initiate it. They don't go up to the unions and say, can we do a deal to introduce restrictive work practices? Can we do a deal to pay you more money than what the market's worth? So, you know, they don't do that. Now, I admit the fact that some of them are unwilling participants in this, and of course the Royal Commission will find this out and will provide the details.
Are you worried about how long this might drag on?
Not at all. I think you'll find that the evidence will be readily available. I think given the extent of the allegations that are now there and the number of people that have actually come forward, I'll be very surprised that this will be a long, drawn-out process.
Final question, is this going to fix the problem?
Well, I mean, the one thing is having the Royal Commission, but what the Commission needs to do and then the government needs to do afterwards is to look at the institutional and public policy failures that to be addressed, because what we don't want is in 5 years' time finding that we need another Royal Commission like we did when, you know, the Rod Giles Royal Commission was in, and the Coal Royal Commission, and even the government's own Wilcox inquiry, which showed that this culture of intimidation and corruption exists.
Wilhelm Harnisch from the Master Builders Association, thanks so much for that reation this afternoon. We're going to turn now to the fire